Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today is Tuesday, which means I am doing art around the world, and it is the month of November, which means I'm going to be highlighting different Indigenous groups from all around the world. And today I wanted to go to Australia, and I wanted to talk about some of the peoples there. Now, there are, let me get my glasses, oh my goodness, for my notes. Okay. When there's a tendency to refer to like Aboriginal Australians, but there's also another group called the Torres Strait Islanders. And today that's the group I want to focus on, because I know way less about them. So the Torres Strait Islanders are Melanesian people, and they are a group, there's a group of over 200 islands, and only about 38 are inhabitable. So, and if you're wondering where these islands are located, they are north of Queensland, which, if you're not familiar with the country or the continent of Australia, Queensland is the northeasternmost point of this country, island, continent, and it's just below Papua New Guinea. So this group of people is ethnically and culturally different from the Aboriginal Australians. So I want to talk about their art. So, because it is amazing. And mythology and culture are deeply rooted in their art forms. And because of living on islands and the ocean and its inhabitants like fish, turtles, sharks, and stuff can be found in all of their art. So for example, and I did not know this, the Torres Strait Islander people are the only culture in the world, according to Wikipedia, that makes masks from turtle shells. So this is a turtle shell mask. Now, this mask would be used for sort of various ceremonies, and they vary from region to region, and I'm going to show you another region mask in a second. But this mask is from the eastern Torres Strait and would slip over the performer's head. And this mask would sort of been primarily used in funeral ceremonies to honor and sort of appease the spirit of the deceased, thus enabling them to travel to the island of the dead. So that's what this mask would be used for. And this is, again, turtle shell. Now, very, very different. This mask is one that's resembling a crocodile, and it's typical of the western Torres Strait. And the long sort of snout is made from the turtle shell here, that you can kind of see. And the teeth and the ears are made of wood. Pigeon and cassowary feathers are attached to the sort of bamboo projection coming out here that's sort of triangular shaped. And coconut fibers, cloth strips, and shells hang from this mask. And this mask would have been worn by men in ceremonial dances and rituals such as initiation and fertility. So I had to show you these absolutely incredible masks. The next type of art I want to talk about is very different. So something really, really interesting happened in the 1990s. So traditionally, skills of like wood carving and creating masks and drums with carving on them began to be translated into more portable forms of art, like making lino cuts, etching, printmaking, and this helped expand Indigenous art within the country of Australia. So here is one such example of that. And this one, which is upside down, apologies, is one I want to talk about because this is from September of this year. So this is very, very new. So, and I will link the article about it, but this was created by a gentleman by the name of Alec Tipoti, and this piece was commissioned by the News Corp Australia because they wanted a classic Bandu Island carving. So this piece is called A Whole News Way to Grow, and it depicts communities and how they transition from the past into an increasingly digital and connected world. And this piece took him 6 days to carve and put together. And I think it is absolutely stunning. You see the buildings, you see the people, you see the sea life influence here. You see airplanes, you see all the digital technology with cell phones. It is absolutely gorgeous. Another sort of important form of art to these people is dance and song. So here is where, for them, this is sort of a part of their literature, and it preserves and presents their oral history. So dances and song include topics like myths and legends, anything like from the weather and life in the sea with their gods. And there are also like dance art artifacts used in ceremonial performances to relate Islander traditions and clan identities. So this is the Island Stars Dance Troupe. And I believe this is something that is done for folks that are visiting and tourists to sort of explain and educate about some of their differences in cultural and history. And I just think that's absolutely wonderful. Now there are 5 distinct people within the Torres Strait Islander people, and there's 2 main Indigenous language groups. If you would like to view more of their stuff, here is just a little picture of one of the museums. You can see their artwork. It can be found at the Gab Tatui Cultural Center, which is a picture of this, folks looking at the art with a docent. Queensland Museum, Queensland Art Gallery and Art Gallery of Modern Art, and the Tanks Art Center. So their art can be found in several different places, and I just kind of wanted to give a brief overview. Again, this is just a drop in the bucket when speaking about art from a culture, but I just think that the work and the pieces are absolutely incredible, and I wanted to share them with you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.